Hey friends, Paul here. I got a great comment on my last video where I'm analyzing the harmonic frequencies of my copper necklace that keeps cadence as I walk, asking, would pennies do the trick? Well, the short answer is you've got to experiment for the kind of tones you want. Pennies are small, 19 millimeters. Listen to the cling that they make midair. Hear the very high-pitched ting? I use a 1/8 inch drill bit to go through the coins. The older pennies, I believe, previous to 1982 are made with 95% copper. So the material is what you want. Well, I like copper. I find copper rings the best. And actually, indeed, cymbals, guys, are made with predominantly copper. Now, brass is also an option, but check out the sounds of brass, the kind of duller, thuddier sound. Brass is 66% copper with 34% zinc as a corrosion preventive measure. It's putting the zinc in there to get the brass. But you really want to stick with the higher copper content in whatever you choose. Now, let's compare the copper sounds to silver. Silver has a very, very bright ring. And again, going with a larger diameter coin. In the copper necklace, I have a George V English penny from 1913. That's 30 millimeters. That's pretty much the size of our US half dollar. So I've got a beautiful standing Liberty here and a Franklin half dollar. Let's see how these two ping mid-air collision. Compare it to a Barber quarter. These are silver as well. Let's try a seated Liberty dime from 1882. Now check out the variance though in the copper. I find maybe more variance than the silver. Like these are a couple Chinese 10 cash coins. This one's from the Republic of China after 1912 when there was a revolution. That's when those were stamped Republic of China. Previously, they were referred to as the Dragon 10 cash. All the lettering's worn off, but you can see the dragon face there. These are from 1906 to 1911. Okay, there's just a little coin history, but let's cling these together midair. Just note that they're thicker than the ones on my chain. Like this really thin one there, that's a metal detecting find. It's a un sou or Canadian halfpenny from like the 1880s or something like that, but that's so thin. And I do find, guys, that the thinner the metals, even the worn George V penny here, the thinner, I mean, just consider cymbals, you know, they're very thin. These Chinese 10 cash coins are thicker, but they're copper. Let's check it out. Okay, now let's collide that with a penny. Ooh, bright. I mean, so you could put a penny into your copper necklace. I like the variance in the frequencies, but another person may want to do, you know, 3 George V pennies, or you can get I believe a Victoria 30 millimeters. Bottom line, experiment. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, please post them below, and I'll attend to those immediately as I can. And thanks so much for watching, friends.